Happy spring equinox.
Happy spring equinox.
And happy mindful mayhem.
Wow.
How are we
let's
today?
Like sit and reflect, yeah?
Yeah, might as well. Reflect on all the good things that are happening to us and all the positivity that's entering our life going into this spring.
Yeah, we want to have, okay, let's all take a moment here.
In through the nose.
And
out through the mouth.
Do what she said. And then think about, like, by the time you guys listen to this, it's going to be after spring equinox. What was the beginning of the year like moving into our vibe right now? You know, like it's been a freaking roller coaster. So I want everyone to do just a mental check. If you're not feeling the spring equinox vibes, feel like you need to release some more of that little post-lunar eclipse stuff. Like, let it out. Because the vibes are high.
The sun is out. The flowers are going to bloom. Yeah. So like Kayla said, reflect on the beginning of the year. I feel like we have a lot to reflect on. I mean, at the beginning of the year, podcast alone was just a concept. And now here we are posting episodes, living the dream.
Couple of them in.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much, by the way. We've been like enjoying, just our couple little girly pops and boy pops that listen to us, but
all the pops, whatever you are. But we have gotten such an amazing response to putting out the pod. It was not to say we didn't expect a positive review. I mean, that's the hope, but everyone's been so sweet and our cheeks hurt from smiling so much and being so excited. And obviously with GRiZ being back, like how can we not just be so happy all the time? The sun is out, the vibes are high,
it's going. Speaking of which, recording time day of present tense
today, basically. Today is the spring equinox. It is 3/2/1 March 21st.
Yes, and in present time we have a little Gemini that released music.
Can we just talk about the last 10 days? Last week, March 11th, our little Gemini came back, period. And then within 10 days, festival, EP.
What's
the
next?
Sun.
Yeah.
The world
all
is
of
good
Chicagoans. We want to know where you're from, by the way, too. Because, like, we've met so many people. Like, we're going to go back to Denver soon. I know we've mentioned Denver a bunch of times. But, yeah, New York, DC,
New York, Denver,
Florida,
everywhere. Florida.
Arizona.
We love the sun and wherever it shines, which is all over the world. So catch us global.
International ho, that's my handle.
But actually, though, we will be in Virginia because we are going to 7 Stars.
We are humans, and we did get tickets.
So, yeah.
So what do you?
I mean,
have
I
to
do
say
genuinely
for what's
feel
going around?
bad. I'm sorry for all the GRiZ fam that did not get tickets. Honestly, this is a very cutthroat process. I personally was on the website an hour ahead of time, tried my best to get the tickets. Kayla somehow, with ease, per usual, got through the queue, got through the wait list, didn't even have to worry about putting her email in for the wait list. I'm sitting here scrambling in my Ursa jersey, trying with tie-dye sky going ham in my apartment while chaos is erupting on my laptop. It was so chaotic for me. And then she's just like, all the time, I'm grateful. Like, it was so 180.
The day that the tickets went on sale, of course we knew about pre-sale, and we're the crazy people. Like, we did Ursa, we did the last day
Triple
of
Rainbow.
his 3 sets in a row in Denver, his last day. Whatever. Okay, great. We don't need to prove that we're fans.
But we were gonna go.
Before the tickets went on sale, there was a bunch of circulation on the internet and whatever about how, okay, well, people that have been waiting, people that are true fans, the OGs should be the ones that get tickets. But a little devil advocate, and I think we might have talked about this a little bit of our last episodes, so forgive us if we're repeating ourselves, but it's like over this course of the time that he's been off, people that are growing to know him, of course we want to say and welcome with open arms new fans and whatever, but for people that are the real fans that are online right now, like,
Devastated
of just like, how dare there not be tickets for us, or like, oh my, like, it's just, it's not the guy's fault.
I think that's the biggest thing I personally want to emphasize is this is a very big chapter for him as an artist, and any artist that's curating an event. They cannot control the bots, guys, and I get the frustration, but his comment section, low-key, is not matching the energy of this new opening opportunity that he's trying to have for himself. And maybe this is the inner fan, like, lover girl in me that's like, but come on, like, it's him, you know? But everyone's just angry with him. And a lot of these, I think we tend to forget that artists don't have control over AI and bots. Like, he's going to do his best to get those tickets for the people on the wait list, but it is not the artist's fault that the website couldn't handle the bots and the robots and the scammers and the scalpers and all the people that aren't meant to be getting tickets for these events.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's sitting behind his computer maliciously being like, ooh, haha, like, I'm in this for money and this and that. And I went on this hiatus on purpose and blah, blah, blah. Like, because I'm going to come back and break the internet. Like, no, he didn't he needed a simple break.
I don't even know if he expected it to be this big. Let's just
really
also preface.
What?
You.
No, go ahead.
Let's just also preface that the GA sales, like not pre-sale, the standard sales, it sold out in 90 seconds, guys.
Well, people were like, it was only 10 seconds. I couldn't even add the ticket to my cart in time,
but
and it was right at
seconds. Bro, 30,000 people liked his TikTok, like, alone, and it could be up more than that by now. But I mean, we forget how big social media is and how many people saw this. There's probably so many people that didn't even post, comment, or like that were interested and secretly bought a ticket. You know what I mean? Like,
or how about where fans only got to see him once during the time frame? Maybe we're a new fan within the 5 years of the last 5 years of his before his hiatus, and then now this is like, okay, this is his first concert back. So all those people too are in there that we haven't even known about or even met, because or even just like the people that we've been around. It's not like we go around and we see the same people at every show every single time. It's like, honestly, it's always a new different wave of people every time. And that's even for Chicago shows that we've seen him multiple times at too. It's always a new wave of people. So
artists are forever growing, and being an OG fan, it's a good like title to have, because it means you were there from the beginning. You've gotten to see the growth, but with that growth comes new fans and new friends and new opportunities. So I think the biggest takeaway from at least this small subject is be nice to the artists. Don't be mad at them because they're cool and everyone's finding out about them. I mean, there is a little part of us that I think is like, dang, like, I remember when it wasn't a cutthroat competition to get a ticket, but now it's like, wait, you are thriving. Wait, you are growing. Like,
And I know that our attitude, and by the time, like we said, like you guys see this, who might not even care, and hopefully by then scalpers are erased and people on the wait list have gotten tickets and stuff. So, and if that's the case, like, I hope that's the case, you know. But we also acknowledge that speaking on this whole event in a way, because we did secure tickets, like we are still feeling for the people that didn't really get to get tickets, because
if we didn't, technically I did.
I mean, it's not like we you didn't.
I was like actually going manic because I didn't get the ticket, and the second that I was like, okay, it's gone, Kayla called me. Like, it was really like luck of the draw. And honestly, I know a handful of people that did secure tickets during pre-sale, and I do believe, although it may seem like a lot of real humans didn't get them, there were. And it's just unfortunate that artists are getting that big. And yes, we are on the bias scale because we got them. But even on the other end, I kind of went into it mentally preparing to not get them, you know? So can we also dive into GRiZ just dropped an EP, 4 songs. Kayla.
I haven't heard any of the songs yet because I waited I this morning sent Taylor what I saw on Instagram.
Well, I saw it last night.
And then she told me to get off the internet because she was planning on bringing it up
I
to me
wanted
today.
to break the news on the pod that GRiZ dropped these 4 songs. And Kayla, though she is very in tune with what's happening in the world, she does not use the internet like your standard Gen Z millennial-esque. Like, this girl will have no clue what TikTok trend sound is going on at all. And I'm like, oh my God, have you heard this? And she's just blank face. No clue what I'm saying. In one ear, out the next, which is fine. It leaves more to talk about.
I'm busy.
Of course, this morning, this girl had to get on Instagram an hour before we're hanging out and say, oh my God, you're never going to guess what. Girl, I know. I already knew. I said, put your phone away right now.
I was like, fine, I'll stay where I belong. But yeah, and then on the way here, I was struggling. I played the first episode. I played the first song and then the second song right before the drop hit. I didn't even give myself time to read the goddamn titles. So when you're talking about this and two-step and what, I'm like, oh.
I do really like two-step for those of you that have listened and will have listened by now. Two-step got me wanting to get down.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we do a mini listening
Should we even play
party?
them? Because actually, like, by now, everyone's heard them.
Let's play them.
Okay, I'll play it. Like, let me hear. Play me two-step. Play me just the one.
Two-step.
Because I sure as fuck haven't heard it. If it's
All
not
right.
the first one. This is the one I stopped right before the drops.
This one got me wanting to.
You just know that he was just sitting behind his desk, like. Okay, well that was
A little preview.
such a refresh.
Oh, dude, and the thing is that's really cool is each song he put is like from its own universe of sound. And so that one gives like the most ice cream vibes, like that pop, like funk, jumping around, like shaking your butt a little, you know? And then there's others that just take me back to like Good Will Prevail, and it's just, oh my gosh.
The
this
first
man-
one. The first one really set me
So
back. Yeah. I was
good.
like, this is like a golden hour album. And then that, obviously I didn't listen to it, but I saw his post saying that it was a different kind of
He's like just been
vibe.
dibble dabbling and everything, and it's so cool to
Yeah.
like be taken back, but also hear what's yet to come. And oh, my cheeks hurt. It hurts being so happy all the time. But yeah, I think that is really, really cool. And to know that he was actually taking the time to not only heal, but create and express through new sounds and old, it's just, wow. Refinding yourself is so cool.
Yeah. Talking about refinding themselves. I don't know what is going on right now, but we just talked about Deathpact recently.
Oh, yeah. Literally. We were
just talking about him.
I don't know if it's like a group thing or one person, if I'm being honest. I keep hearing different things.
I don't know. If you guys didn't see the thing, there's a thing circulating or was circulating about a month ago that was like a girl getting...
A month ago. This was last week.
The girl got her titty touched. I didn't see the full video.
Yeah. So basically, it seems as though they were taking a fan picture and for some reason put their hand up with the palm facing the person. Imagine this. You're a fan. There's a gate in between you, and then the artist is standing behind you. You're self-emoting the photo. And it looked like they put Deathpact had put their hand up right in the chest area and like done like a subtle patting motion in the chest area.
Claims he couldn't see through his mask.
Yeah, and I personally don't know. I mean, we obviously will never know because we can't see through the mask. Like if they want to put a camera in there and show us for themselves, that'd be cool. Very easy way to clean your slate.
Clean it up.
I will say there was a repeated tapping, and then the person put their hand in between, where it's like, okay, it happened long enough for them to feel uncomfortable to put their hand there to block the other hand from touching them. And that's the only part that threw me off, where it's like, okay, if it was like a one tap and then they put their hand down because they realized they did something wrong, then okay. But to have it get to the point where the person that you're touching puts their hand in as a boundary, that's where it got weird to me.
Okay. I didn't see the video, so I only saw like the little live photo.
Yeah.
And it looked like a little tap.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit suspicious. Like,
either way, so he also, this isn't the first time, I guess, for meet and greets that they've said that.
well, and what's interesting is taking it back to if it's one person or not. I saw they posted a statement being all like, I am the person that was there at that time, a part of the Deathpact project. So I keep hearing multiple things, whether it's one person or not. I know that GRiZ made a statement because it's been rumored that she was a part of it. And she was like, I only work on my own project. Like, I'm not a part of that at all. Removing herself from being affiliated just in case. So I don't know if maybe it is one person and they're using the idea that people think there's multiple in order to like move
people
past
were like,
this.
oh, what if it's a girl? What if it's a girl? And everyone's like, it doesn't matter if it's a girl or a guy. Now, what if it was a girl? Now, okay, exactly. It's like,
I think the biggest thing is it's the fact that we don't know if it's multiple people or not. So who's to say that if it is multiple people, then the next time it's not that person and then they're getting hated and they're losing out on a project because of what one person did under the same alias.
well, yeah.
But also
I mean,
say it
that's just a
is
fucking
one
idiot,
person,
yeah.
but they're now not saying that this is all like, we don't know what the intention was with this. Like, it could have easily been a mistake and it just came off the wrong way. But now if it's one person and they're kind of using the idea that people think it's more than one to get away with it and it wasn't a mistake, then it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, so what, they're just going to throw someone else in just for them to be able to continue to have this Deathpact thing? But that's like, that either way, that doesn't matter because it's still the name, whether people know it's one person or not. You know, whether they're going to throw someone else in and say, oh, it's not it's multiple people, it's still a part of the project. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. It would be hard because it's like if they do fire the guy, say it is like 5 people, and they fire one of them. Okay, there's 4 more. Are they really going to actually try to add one more person to make it 5 people again? Let's just using this as an example. Or did they just roll through with those extra 4 people a part of the project and just try to take the hit and make their statements all around that and just say that they fired it, but then they're giving up they can't give up their... That's why they're in a mess. That's why nobody knows. They can't give up their thing. I am having brain farts today. I'm over here like, I wish I was more caffeinated, and I should probably not be more caffeinated.
Yeah. I have a question. What is your opinion on multiple statements being released in the case of a situation like this? Because they've already released a few statements over this one issue. Where do you feel like the more statements you release, the more suspicious you look, or the more it clears your name?
This is a hard thing because in general, it's like when you're not the person that did it, it's like you're like trying everything in your possible to prove that you didn't, and like not trying to sit back and be quiet, because if you did sit back and be quiet, you look suspicious. But then people are like, if you are overly talking, then you look suspicious. I think that me personally, I need to prove myself because it frustrates me and I can't sit still and it makes me sick. Like, so who knows if he feels like if he is defending himself and he feels sick about it, but it's also like, don't just be defending yourself to clear your ass because it's your career behind you. It's like, that's where it's tough. And in general light, I feel like if you're going to try to keep pressing it towards me, okay, at one point I might believe you because like of how genuinely trying to like get me to believe you with all your statements. But yeah, there comes a certain point where it's like,
you just got to move past it if you
gotta
didn't do anything.
Yeah. But it sucks because we're not in like the public eye like that to where we have 100,000 people or however many followers. I might be giving them too much credit.
No, I feel like they have a pretty big following. And like you said, I feel like I'm the same way where depending on the circumstances of what's being said, I would have to overly compensate for the fact that I don't do something. But at the same time, I do agree that too many statements makes you look weird. And I'm sure a lot of people could also agree, where it's like, just move on. If you did nothing wrong, at some point you just gotta take it or leave it, given the circumstances. If it was actually like a legal problem, like, let the court deal with it. But too many statements is a little weird to me. Like, at this point, it's like, but what are you still compensating for?
Right. And that's the thing, is because it's in the public and court eye, is what I assume.
I don't think it's a court case.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay. If it was, that would be one thing to be like, okay, just leave it to everybody else
and you
to
should
figure
not
it
go
out.
to the internet if you're taking legal action by any means. Not to give people any
well, I like
ideas or
kind of
things,
tweak.
but it's just a like general rule. Like, don't overly expose yourself on the internet, because that can be used against you in anything. So I feel like they probably didn't do anything wrong, and it won't be taken anywhere. But yeah, I think that's an interesting situation that happened, and it's unfortunate that there's so many downfalls happening with artists due to legal actions or doing inappropriate things. Like, why can't we just all love the music and vibe out and not get handsy with each other?
Well, not even that though, too, because I mean, fuck, dude. We were 15 before everything started being 18 plus.
Yeah.
21 plus. We were 15, 16, 17, 18 going to concerts. Like, I was 18. Yeah. So, I mean, and people also have fake IDs, and you know, so.
Fun fact, I never had a fake ID.
I never had a fake, actually. I had my sister's ID. Shout out to you. Thank you. She's not even like my real blood sister, but we look alike.
To move on to a more high subject, right now Zed's Dead is doing their huge show in New York, which my friend offered me to go with her, and I am deeply regretting not doing so, but I couldn't get off work.
Wait, huge what in New York?
They just played at a deli shop last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a place called Cat's Deli in New York. Granted, the tickets, dude, normalize not overpricing pop-up events, because why was it $125 to go to a deli shop?
It was $125 to go to a pop-up show
at a deli.
Yeah.
Like,
that's where I
body
would
to
probably
body.
bitch.
Like, when shout out John Summit for doing that pop-up at Portillo's. Wasn't that a free show?
Yeah, the one on Clark.
Go off king. At Portillo's, what an iconic Chicago staple. But and this is no hate to Zed's Dead, because they're the shit, but to do $120 to go to a deli shop is actually crazy work. Like, at this point, so many artists are doing the free pop-up shows. Like, you make your bag this weekend, but give the people something.
Also, you've been around for quite some time.
Also, this deli wasn't even open. No one could even grab a bite. They were playing where they make the sandwich and cash out. Like, if I'm going to go to a deli for a show, I want to gobble a sub.
I need me the turkey prov. Give me the warm turkey provolone. Okay, here we go. Crash break. Top 3 deli places. Go.
I feel like, if I'm being honest, I haven't experimented with enough out of the box one family owned spots. Like, I'm a standard Jersey Mike's, and I'm
Mike's.
fine.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's, and I go
Mike's
to
way back
Mike's.
to the Mike's.
Oh yeah, the Mike's.
But I will say I am like a classic girl. I love a Jersey Mike's sub.
Yeah. For a while, I was a Potbelly guy until they put a plastic piece in my sandwich, and I literally almost had to sue.
I would gag.
But I was too young to know what suing was, so I was just like,
and
I
the
almost
cost
died.
of
Cool.
it. Come on. But yeah, I will say I thought it was really cool that I do like that all these artists are doing the more out of the box. High heels on my tippies.
I thought it was on my, I don't know. This
All right,
our above
Kayla.
neighbors is crazy. Okay, here we go.
Take a sip.
Yeah, let me get some of this. I love hanging out with you.
I love hanging
out with you guys. I love hanging out with her. I love hanging out with all of you guys, man.
Kayla needs more caffeine. Her brain is not braining right now. Spring is equinoxing, but brain is not. Okay.
It's because I haven't eaten yet, and Sweet Green just dropped off my food with no utensils.
Yeah.
No, okay, here we go. Okay, so
Rockin'.
we're going to get everyone prepared. If you had to pack a backpack to go to Electric Forest,
Yeah.
7 Stars, elements.
Oh, wait.
Camp Bisco.
Cancel.
I don't fucking care. Okay?
Yeah.
You have a backpack. What is going inside of it?
Since we are avid festival goers and campers, I think it would be really cool to touch on the facts of what is essential to bring to somewhere like middle of nowhere, Virginia. As we spoke at the beginning of the episode, we are going to 7 Stars, and that is in the middle of nowhere. The closest hotel is 30 miles away, which is about a 40 to an hour drive. And so I
Dude,
think
did you hear how Camp Bisco, you have to park at the down or the bottom of the mountain and you have to hike your shit all the way up a fucking mountain like 5 miles?
that's crazy work.
You can't even bring a wagon? This is
No
what I
wagon.
heard. This was like 7 years ago I heard this because my friend went. But yeah, like
See?
imagine that shit with no cell service either.
Line drawn.
Hey, can you go to the car? You can't even call anybody down.
Wait, I actually need this. No.
No.
You better write a list and know everything you need from the car because it's a one trip.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's why I said what's going in your backpack.
my essentials are probably a little fan that I can attach to my phone that'll, get the vibes right. Or a battery operated one with the mist. Love those.
Love this.
A portable charger. My earplugs. Loop. Always.
Not sponsored, but
Loop Experiences, 10 out
ever.
of 10. If you want to give us a little sponsorship, reach out. We'll take it.
okay.
But Loop Experiences are like my go-to for sure. Probably sunblock, hand sanitizer, always.
Wipes.
Wipes. Baby wipes. Whether you
Not the
start
makeup
to-
wipes,
or even like
baby wipes.
a mini deodorant. Just the random essentials to just get through any day. A chapstick. But then also you do put in like the hygiene factor, which is where you get the hand sanitizer and things of that nature. But what about you? Oh, a lip gloss.
You get a backpack, you're going with the outfit you went in, some hand sanitizer, some sunblock,
And a lip
some
gloss.
lip gloss.
Never going anywhere without lip gloss. If I'm being honest. Chapstick, I'll have only a chapstick in my purse and I'm like,
Me, right now, I need some, but it's fine. Okay, so my essentials. If I had to have just a backpack, I would have a hoodie,
oh, that's a good idea.
an extra pair of socks because your feet's are sweaty and you don't want fungus.
Oh.
Extra pair of socks always, because if you're going to one of those festivals, shout out summer camp. I love you. Shout out all of them. But
If
when
it
it rains,
rains,
it
it
freaking pours. You know what? Actually, it's cyclones.
Monsoons.
But
Really, a pair of
really.
socks is a great idea.
yeah, dude, there was one point at summer camp you didn't know whether or not you were stepping in shit or mud, and it was quite
Scary.
the thing.
Or then the people that take their shoes off
Yeah.
and they're just walking with only socks or barefooting it is
Yeah.
crazy.
Here's probably my like essential that not everyone does. I know for a fact not everyone does. But those lights that go on your head.
Oh, that's smart.
There's mini ones, but because not every time when you go on a porta potty it's pitch black, are you going to want to hold your phone, especially in the creatures of the nighttime hours. You're not trying to hold your shit. You might be fucked up, drunky, whatever, a little
Riding a wave.
riding a wave, and you don't want to set your phone down. So you just pop that on, or even there's like a clip. It's literally a clip.
A sprout.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Wait,
that'd be cute.
we should make
That's a
those.
good idea. The one like the Nemo fish.
Yeah.
Do you know the Nemo fish with the light?
Yeah, there was one of those that just came up from the bottom of the ocean not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah, it died.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, because it can't
Okay,
survive
good.
above here.
It's not supposed to see the real light, only its own.
Well, no, not okay, good, but okay, good that
It was like a whole
It's
thing.
not
Like
seeing
the
the day.
universe was like people in the world were getting it tattooed on them.
the Nemo fish at the bottom of the ocean.
The one that
With the
came up to
light?
the surface, they were like, in the last moments, it just was drawn towards the natural light. What a like circle of life moment. This was like 2 months ago.
That's funny.
Back to Kayla being so out of the loop with what happens in the world, because I know you guys remember this. It was like, I don't even remember what the fish is called, but when the Nemo fish with the light came to the surface in the real world,
Yeah.
comment if you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. There could have been mermaids discovered for all I know, which they have been over in the China waters somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, to finish off my essentials in the backpack, to give you guys a list, we need definitely the chapstick. Definitely baby wipes in there. Definitely the hand sanitizer. We're going to put the little light in there. We're going to put a hoodie. We're going to give you an extra pair of socks. We're going to give you a little small spray deodorant.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you...
an extra water bottle sealed.
Oh, what if you can't bring a water bottle in?
Usually you can bring a sealed water bottle in.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about camping festivals. Yeah. Okay. We are going to end this episode off in a second, but we're going to end this with what we like to call a final two.
Okay.
A final two time.
Diamond.
Okay. Best thing that you can think of that you've experienced at a festival, and worst thing that you can think of that you have experienced at a festival.
Best thing I would have to say is going to be just... Okay. Actually, I have a really good one. So this is a more recent thing that happened when we were at Ursa Major. This happens also to me now after the festival. But there was a moment where we were at GRiZ, Ursa Major, and he was playing Spaceship, and I don't know what in my brain like clocked a memory, and it became one of my core memories because throughout his hiatus, which if you know the Spaceship remix that he dropped on the Bible, it is not like a la-di-da frolic song. It is like a grimy little moment. Mm-hmm. But tell me why every time it comes on I cry. Just because the core memory that I have with it and all of us just being there, like you, Ryan, and I, and us just like living in the moment and being like, oh my gosh, we're here. Like we're at Ursa, the vibes are so high. Like I don't know what it was, but it clocked in my brain. And so now when I'm in the car and it comes on, I always get like teary eyed and I'm like, girl, you cannot keep crying to this headbanger song.
I have a similar story for my favorite moment, and it was the time I actually literally just passed the 1 year ago memory on my phone that I recorded it to you guys. And it was the moment we were all in New York. This is so fucking repetitive. We're so goddamn boring talking about GRiZ in New York and Denver. That's like the only things we can talk about, right?
It's just GRiZ is back in his peak, and that's why we keep talking about it. But there is a lot of core memories that we have created together servicing him as an artist. So it's like unintentional that's all we talk about. There will be more when we grow further with this as well. It's just you're still getting to know us, and a good thing to know about us is we love GRiZ.
It's also just the time period we're recording in. It's just the times.
It is the times.
But so in New York, we were at... No, was it in New York? It was not. It was at Heatwave. No.
I think it was New York.
It was New York.
Ruby was recording and we all looked at her and we were like, she got it.
Yeah. And that was with the Rainbow Brain remix when he was doing it. Was
so in New York, it's funny.
Bow.
We have this thing that we all do unintentionally now, whether we're in New York, whether we're in Chicago, whether we're in Denver, where unintentionally someone in our friend group always gets the moment. And we'll all go to grab our phones and record that one drop, and then you'll look and scope everybody around, and you're like, oh, they got it.
You've been holding
someone's
your phone
already
for the
recording
15 seconds, man.
And it's like, oh, she got it. Don't worry, put your phone away. They got it. Worst moment, I would have to say, not to totally just jump to that, but
no, you're okay.
Worst moment I would have to say is in my earlier days of going to festivals and stuff, before I fully understood the okayness with being alone at them, I got lost and I almost had a panic attack because I was by myself at this festival, and it was such a foreign area where later on I went on to like go to shows by myself, festivals I side quest. Now if I'm alone I'm fine, but little version of me was accidentally side questing and scared, because it's scary when you're a little lad going and all alone in the world in the sea of the strangers, and you're like, oh my god, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Worst moment for me was probably when I went yet again to Electric Forest with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
It was shortly after like a huge moment in time of our relationship happened, and we were like trying to build our relationship back together. And the weekend before, I'm totally writing myself out, but the weekend before we went to Forest, we were like, we should probably like make sure that we're mentally okay to like go to forest, right? So like we, you know, had some fun psychedelic time the week before we went, and we were like, okay, we're fine, we're gonna go. No, we get there, we're sitting by the fucking silent disco in the middle of the forest, and we're sitting in by the tree, and he's fruit larping, bro, dude, just freaking looping.
Oh, that's the worst
And
when
I'm
someone's
like-
looping around you. For
Like
those that don't
telling-
understand what a loop is, it's when you get caught in the same moment over and over again, but since you're under the influence of something, you're literally stuck. Like, I've had someone loop with me, and I'm like, okay, we gotta get out of here. Like, what are you saying right now?
Yeah.
Like, they just kept being like, I think we gotta go. Like, let's go. And I was like, okay, let's go. And
Yeah.
then they're like, 2 steps later, I think we gotta go. Like, let's go. And I was like, okay, like, we're leaving. Like, let's go. And then again, 2 steps later, and it's just like so scary because you can't stop it, but also like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like scary by any means because it was so like get it the fuck together, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, let's
Yeah.
go. But yeah, so that would be my worst moment. But yeah, I don't want to get too much into that because we could probably talk about all of that for like an hour. And I do want like a special dedicated episode to that because I feel like there's something special behind like doing psychedelics and not doing psychedelics.
Yeah.
Certain people can do them, certain people can't
Should
do
not.
them. And I really would like that to be a conversation one day. So yeah, we should definitely wait for that. But
100%.
Yeah.
And there is a right and wrong way to attend festivals. Like as Kayla just said, we can obviously touch deeper on this. And I also want to dive into the fact, like, I sober rave
now,
yeah, I'm a sober raver now, give or take a little dibble dabble every now and a blue moon. But for the most part, I go to shows and I am just 100% there. Like, I drink water and I'm vibing. But that's like a subject to definitely dive into because there is a mental understanding with going into that lifestyle, and it is not the easiest thing to acquire. It does take a next level strength, but it does enhance your experience in its own way.
not even enhancing your experience, enhancing yourself. But
Yeah.
that's where we're gonna put the time
Maybe
clock
we'll
on.
put a pin in it for now.
we're gonna put a pin in that conversation.
For the next episode.
For the next, that's good job. Look at you. No, I'm kidding.
So with that, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, follow,
Yes, don't forget to
turn
hit
on
that
those post notifications.
like button, please, so that people just like you can find our podcast and enjoy us just as much as you are. We love it all.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks for just being there.
Thanks for being there with us. We're Scatterbrain. The equinox is happening. We're in a changing, transformational day. So bear with us, but we're happy to have you.
Yes. Stay positive, guys. Make sure you stay hydrated and,
Stay happy.
stay happy.
Bye.
Bye.